Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Down goes Judd Gregg! Down goes Gregg! Down goes Gregg! Judd Gregg has withdrawn from consideration for the Commerce Secretary position, which is awesome. Now, he says this is a big brouhaha, and there's a lot of disagreement about why he did it, and the Obama people are not happy, man. They responded by sniping him pretty significantly afterward, because apparently what happened was when Judd Gregg came in and talked to the Obama administration, he said, look, you got to give me the Republican senator in New Hampshire to replace me. And Obama people said yes. I don't think they should have said yes, but now they don't technically get to make the decision. The governor of New Hampshire does, but these deals get made, right? And so they delivered on their end of the promise, and Obama asked him, hey, listen, are you going to be on board for our policies? Now, I want to reach out. I want to be bipartisan. I want to hear your opinion, and I don't want you to lose your principles, but are you going to be on board for what we're doing in general? If you're not, of course, then you can't have you as Commerce Secretary, because I need you to push the agenda, right? And Gregg told him, yes, I'm on board. You got it. Then when the stimulus package came up, and Judd Gregg is still in the Senate because he hasn't gotten confirmed yet as Commerce Secretary, he decided to recuse himself and not vote. Now, this made everybody angry, because on the Democratic side, they're saying, look, the president needs your vote. You're going to be his Commerce Secretary. Vote for the package. The Republicans on the other side were livid. They're like, are you selling out to Obama just to get in his cabinet and kiss up to him? You know, what happened to your principles? All right, you know what? Putting aside the fun and games, I mean, I see their point. If Judd Gregg doesn't believe in the stimulus package, well, then he should vote against it. And it's an interesting question as to how he could serve as Commerce Secretary if he doesn't believe in most of Obama's plans. So that's a very good and important question. But he got stuck between a rock and a hard place there. But he created it on his own, because he said to Obama, yes, I can do this. So when he wimped out of there, his local constituency in New Hampshire flipped out. They sent letter after letter to the local newspapers. They sent it to him. They said, you got to represent us one way or another. You got to vote on this thing. He didn't do it. And, oh, by the way, his technical excuse was, oh, no, you see, some of that money might come into the Commerce Department, so that would create a conflict of interest if I voted on it. That's not a conflict of interest. Like, for example, if he was a Democrat, he'd be like, yeah, I believe in the stimulus package. Boom, I vote for it. And yes, it comes into the government, and then I use it. I don't see any harm in that. So, but everybody knows that wasn't the real reason. Okay? So, once he withdrew, Obama's people were like, this is not cool, because this looks like, you know, we can't do the bipartisanship that we wanted to do. It makes it seem like we had discord, et cetera, et cetera. So then, to be fair to Judd Gregg, he does send out a message here that is pretty tough on himself. Okay? He says, I couldn't be Judd Gregg and serve in the cabinet. I should have faced up to that reality of that earlier. I've been my own person, and I began to wonder if I could be an effective team player. The president deserves someone who can block for his policies, and as a practical matter, I can contribute to his agenda better where we agree as a senator, and I hope to do that. The fault lies with me, Judd Gregg said. And he said, and this is the killer line, I may have embarrassed myself, but hopefully not him, referring to the president. So, look, that part, I think, is very gracious as he leaves. And he screwed up. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe he even changed his mind and wanted to run in 2010. Because remember, that was his original plan, to run for the Senate again in 2010. And if he's at Commerce, he can't do that, etc. So there's a lot of things that went into effect here. But overall, I'm ecstatic about this news. Because this guy just didn't believe in Obama's plan. This is bipartisanship that doesn't make any sense. If you bring a guy in to give you advice and counsel, all right, I hear you. But if you put him in charge of a department and he doesn't agree with your policies overall, and you're the president and you tell him to do it, and he doesn't agree with it, well, then he can't do it. So, you know, honestly, he should have realized that earlier and taken himself out, and Obama shouldn't have offered it.